Cardi B exploded onto the hip-hop scene with her song Bodak Yellow, although her path to the top was filled with fights, feuds, and long-lasting enemies in the world of rap.
Today we'll be counting down all the celebrities who tried to warn us about Cardi B. But first, make sure to tap that like button to show some love to the channel.
And with that out of the way, let's get right into today's top 10.
Starting off at number 10, we have Nicki Minaj. The most obvious person that hates Cardi is Nicki Minaj, because at this point they are the two top women in rap, with Nicki being at the top for decades, while Cardi recently exploded onto the scene with massive success. The two have not always publicly feuded, even though there have always been rumors that they didn't like each other. It seemed like they were back on good terms when they both collabed in the Migos song Motorsport. But then shortly after New York Fashion Week, we got to see the truth of the matter, when Cardi straight up came for Nicki, lunged at her and threw her shoe at her face. A person that was there told E! News, quote, "It was so fast. I heard someone screaming. Everyone recognized Cardi's voice. People either got out of the way or took out their phones and started filming." Nicki was surrounded by a bunch of guards and barely even looked at her. Next thing you know, shoes were flying and Cardi was on her way out. With a massive bump on her head, by the way, I might add. Probably the most iconic picture literally ever. But the night did not end well for Cardi, as she left with a huge bump on her head courtesy of Nicki's security. As a response to the outburst, Cardi posted on Instagram that Nicki talked trash about her mothering and that's why she did it. Nicki aired her side of things on her Queen radio show, saying the scuffle was, quote, "so mortifying and so humiliating to go through," adding she would never talk about someone's child or parenting. Then there was another incident where Nicki allegedly leaked Cardi's number, which Cardi obviously did not take well. But a day later, Nicki seemingly called a truce on Twitter, saying she, quote, "won't be discussing this nonsense anymore," and encouraging people to talk about the positive, and Cardi agreed. So they might potentially be cool now, but after this everyone knew just how physical Cardi could get when she was mad.
In at number 9, Ra Ali. Due to Ra Ali being friends with Nicki Minaj, it's no wonder that she too has tried to warn people about Cardi B. Although even enemies by association sometimes have their own gripes with that person. Back in 2018 though, Ra and Cardi got involved in a physical altercation, the one that Mackenzie was talking about, that took place at the New York Fashion Week, with Cardi B leaving it with a visible bruising on her face. Both Ra Ali and Nicki Minaj would leave without a scratch though. A short time later, Ali called out Cardi B during an interview and said, "I don't knock nobody's come up, but don't try me. I got 1 in the chamber, 14 in the clip. This was a warning shot. I will release receipts and destroy you, Cardi. Try me. So instead of writing me essays on Instagram, find yourself a pen and paper and write your own raps." Woo! She then went on to call her mentally incapacitated.
And at number 8, Azalea Banks. After the whole New York Fashion Week scuffle, the rap world started to divide pretty firmly on two sides of the battle, either Team Nicki or Team Cardi, basically like Johnny mentioned before. And Azalea very firmly took Team Nicki. But a lot of people didn't think this was necessarily because she supported Nicki, but because she just hated Cardi so much, and already had been in feuds with her in the past. When speaking about the feud, she said about Cardi, quote, "She doesn't understand the rules of black female etiquette. She doesn't understand that black women in 2018, we fight with our words, not with our hands." Then continuing on that Cardi is, quote, "stupid and ghetto," and that she should be kicked out of the black community. Then speaking about race again, Azalea called out Cardi for only speaking about her black heritage when it's convenient for her, even calling her the, quote, "poor man's Nicki Minaj," adding in the interview, quote, "2 years ago the conversation surrounding black women's culture was really reaching an all-time high. We were really discussing our power amongst ourselves. Beyonce came out with Lemonade, and there was just really intelligent conversation going on nationally. And then everything just kind of changed, and then it was like Cardi B." So clearly Azalea is not a fan whatsoever.
In at number 7, Tomi Lahren. When President Trump decided to shut down the government in 2018 to force Congress into paying for his border wall with Mexico, many celebrities spoke out against him. Although one defender was conservative commentator Tomi Lahren, who wasn't happy with what Cardi B had to say about the matter. In a tweet, Tomi mocked Cardi B and said, "Looks like Cardi B is the latest genius political mind to endorse the Democrats. Ha, keep it up, guys." In response, Cardi said, "Leave me alone, I will dog walk you," which basically means she'll beat her up somewhere. And instead of backing off though, Tomi doubled down with her comments and said in response, "I'm sure you would, still doesn't make your political rambling any less moronic." Now, I don't like Tomi Lahren at all, but politics is her field, whereas Cardi B didn't exactly know what she was talking about, and this became evident when she started tweeting about her tax dollars going to pay for people's insurance.
And at number 6, The Shade Room. So if you guys don't know of The Shade Room, it's a popular Instagram account that shades celebrities and talks about their drama. But Cardi made it very clear that she does not like when blogs talk badly about her or her friends, when she publicly called out the owner of The Shade Room in a long ranty video. After they posted about Offset getting charged with gun possession, she ranted that they only write negative news, saying that since the owner of the blog is not allowed to post about Cardi, they instead post about all the people that she's close with, trying to bring hate their way. Adding that she doesn't need them to only post positive stuff about her, but they should cover covers some good and some bad to keep it fair. And the most shocking thing about this rant to me was that the Shade Room is not able to post about Cardi, which clearly shows that she cannot take criticism. And the fact that she needs to put these blogs on blast when they speak negatively about tons of other celebs too, just shows that she thinks everything's about her.
In at number 5, Asian Doll. Music is subjective, and so obviously people will have different opinions on who their favorite artists are. However, when Cardi B released a list of her up-and-coming favorite female rappers, she really angered a few people left off that list. Cardi posted the list to Twitter in August of 2018 and said, "New female rap artists on my list, City Girls, Cupcake, Sweetie." Now, initially Cardi B was criticized for creating a list at all. A lot of people felt like co-signing new artists typically comes from those who have been in the industry for decades, but one of the main people that got really upset and tried to warn us about Cardi B was fellow female rapper Asian Doll. In response to Cardi's list, she wrote, "I don't need no cosigns, I got co-signed by 2 of the biggest artists in hip-hop, now it's time for me to just do my thing and go hard."
And at number 4, Naomi Campbell. Naomi was another person that took Nicki's side after the Fashion Week blowout, because obviously Naomi was unimpressed that Cardi made a mockery out of the fashion event. When talking about the night with Andy Cohen, Campbell said it was very disappointing to see, regardless of whatever reason Cardi had for starting the fight, saying, quote, "I was disappointed. I don't want to see women of color fight. I don't want to see women fight, period. Not there. That's it. It's all music. There's no division of music. Music's for everybody. There's no discrimination, so I felt very disappointed." Yikes. And we know that Naomi can have quite a temper herself, so for her to say that means she was really incredibly disappointed.
In at number 3, Kia. Rapper Kia, who is best known for her one-hit wonder from 2002 called My Neck, My Back, has also had her fair share of issues with Cardi B. In 2017, during a segment on her web series called The Queen's Court, she apparently had viewed a video of Cardi that made her lose all respect for the rap star. Although she didn't reference what exactly the video was, music blog Hip Hop Lately quotes her as saying, "She looks like the ring in the tub after 10 people done bathed in it. Y'all know how the ring around the tub looks when everybody in your family bathed in it and nobody decided to wash it out and they keep jumping in it. That's how she looked in that video." Apparently the comments came shortly after hackers had released a video of Cardi in the nude from her husband Offset's iCloud account. Although Kia doesn't exactly have the same star power that she once did, so I really doubt that Cardi B is losing any sleep over those comments.
In at number 2, Asia Davies. Before Cardi was a mainstream name, known as a rapper around the world, she was a reality star on Love and Hip Hop New York, where she also got a reputation for being hot-headed and violent, even throwing a shoe at Asia in the reunion episode. That was all because Cardi was getting a little too close to Asia's boyfriend, Swift, and when Cardi was on Swift's phone one day, she saw that he was getting messages from Asia, talking badly about Cardi. It's also worth noting that Cardi didn't know that he was in a relationship at that time. Before the reunion, the girls had a brief confrontation where they got into a physical fight, which obviously came to a head once again at the reunion when Cardi threw her shoe. So I guess we all could have predicted that shoe throw would happen, once again.
Last but certainly not least, coming in on our number 1 spot, Funkmaster Flex. Funkmaster Flex is an American DJ, rapper, record producer, and host of New York City's Hot 97 radio. And if there's one thing he's famous for though, it's his hatred for rappers who don't write their own lyrics. He even infamously threw shade at Cardi B's lyrical credibility on Instagram Live in April of 2018. In the IG Live, Funk Flex explains that Cardi's Bodak Yellow was written by a ghostwriter. He goes on to say, "For you Cardi fans, I don't care what her opinion is about anything when you don't write your own shit. I don't care, I don't. Cardi's consistently getting somebody else to write her shit." He then went on to say, "I can't stand rappers who don't write they shit. What did we learn today, boys and girls? Write your own shit. And when your shit gets funny, don't go on the gram and turn your comments off, and don't fire your management as soon as you get to the right place." That was a lot of beeping, and I'm sorry. Although to be fair, I don't believe that it has been proven that Cardi B has ghostwriters, but at the same time, I also wouldn't say that it's impossible. With that though, let's check out some of your comments from the video titled Top 10 Celebrities Who Were Exposed by Their Assistants, Part 2.
Theater Geek 82 says, "These celebrities don't need assistants, they need Super Nanny to keep them in line."
Yeah, Super Nanny needs to make a return.
Yeah. Oh, really? They don't even want assistants. They just want someone to boss around 24/7 and they can pay to do that.
No, do you not remember the show called Super Nanny?
No.
Chris, do you remember the show called Super Nanny?
No.
I believe there was a show called, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, there was a show called Super Nanny where this lady comes into the house and sets the family straight. So maybe the kids are acting all
bosses
crazy.
them around?
Yeah, she bosses them all around. I think that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's a thing.
Yeah, so Super Nanny needs
Wow.
to come back for these
You were
families.
spot on.
This is Sarah81585 says, "Naomi Campbell is on the supermodel diet, but she takes hangry to a whole other level."
Yeah. I mean, that could be the reason why she, is the way she is with her assistant,
Yeah.
let's just say that. Then Lindsay Mott says, "Feeding Lena Dunham would have been my worst punishment ever." Yeah, that would be so awkward. You're just holding it as she's eating.
She has someone feed her?
Yeah, literally she'll have 2 things in her hands and literally the assistant will just be like this and she'll be like,
Oh my goodness.
so gross. I don't care how busy I am. I don't care.
That's next level privilege, guys.
Yeah. Beautiful Disaster says, just hearing the name Amber Heard pisses me off.
Same, that's why we say turd.
Yeah. I honestly, I've kind of forgotten about it, but I need to like bring that back into my scripts. Yeah. It's the best.
Carolyn Ambrose says, are you ever going to tell about the celebs who treat their assistants respectfully? Probably not.
No, not as juicy, you know?
Doesn't get the views.
No.
I wish, but no. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I've been one of your hosts, Johnny Rogers.
And I'm Mackenzie Smith.
And until next time, stay classy.
Bye, guys.